We are in Ghana month. Let me show you a video of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. The Akosobo Dam. I've spoken about solar, but let's watch the Akosobo Dam. Watch.
Nkrumah called population. Nkrumah called his version scientific socialism.
Ghana has made challenging and exciting plans for industrial development. They will attract foreign investment and increase and diversify her production, which has hitherto depended largely on the cocoa crop. The spectacular progress made industrially and financially in Ghana has captured the imagination.
The giant Volta Dam would produce all the electricity the country needed and allow aluminium to be smelted in a new plant as well. But in the rush for development, mistakes were made. Ghanaians soon became victims of bad advice and greed. Huge silos built for the cocoa crop were never used. The aluminium smelter was a financial population.
Are you able to compare Dr. Kwame Nkrumah to any other president that we have had? And people like to take the glory of Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and say he did nothing. Look, I am saying to you that play the video. What Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah did for us, if any other president had done 50% of it, I'm not sure we'll be going to IMF and World Bank to be begging for money. No. No. If anybody had done 50% of it for us, we would not have gone begging for money. The silos, the factories, the dam. He set up the country. There's a newspaper clipping. Let's read it together. Nobody compares to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Nobody, and nobody can convince me otherwise. Put Queen's head on our coins. Opposition demands. At a conference held at the home of Dr. JB Danquah in Accra yesterday, the National Liberation Movement and its allies demanded the Queen's head should be placed on the national currency, coins and notes of Ghana, and not that of Premier Nkrumah. The resolution, which was passed at the conference, also asked the parliamentary opposition to raise the matter in the National Assembly if necessary. The conference had observed that the Minister of Finance, Mr. K.A. Bedema, had been unable to answer whether or not Kwame Nkrumah's head or Dr. Nkrumah's head would appear on the national currency in the National Assembly. The conference further resolved that the new stamps bearing the portrait of the Queen at the constitutional head of the Ghana state should be put into circulation. It called on the government to withdraw the stamps bearing Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's head from circulation in accordance with its own promise to the nation, not the stamps, that the stamps were to be withdrawn on June 5. A government release in the first week of last month said the special postage stamps issued to commemorate the attainment of Ghana's independence will not now be withdrawn from sale on June 5 until further notice. The third protest by the conference is against the fixing of the 1957 to 58 mid-crop cocoa at 72 cents a load. A resolution dealing with the subject requested that, in fairness to the farmers, the main crop sun price be fixed at 80 cents a load. Withdrawal of stamps. The fourth resolution demanded that the government appoint a national committee on which the Ghana Motor Drivers Union be represented to examine the new motor traffic regulations before they are enforced. the conference endorsed the protest by the National Executive against the ejection of the Queen's representative from the Christianborg Castle. The conference, which was attended by 60 delegates, decided that the movement should be organized in southern Ghana in two regions, eastern and western. At an NLM rally held at Nsawam at the weekend, Dr. K. Ebuzia, leader of the parliamentary opposition, called on the people of Ghana to help the opposition to stamp out all forms of injustice. JB Danquah is a doyen of Ghanaian democracy. No debate about that. But I ask you a simple question, and we'll wrap up with this. When was the last time you saw a 2 Ghana CD note with Kwame Nkrumah's head on it? When was the last time? You tell me. I said, when was the last time you saw a 2 Ghana CD note with the head of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, those orange notes, yellow-orange mixture? When was the last time you saw one? Ask your friends at the Bank of Ghana, when was the last time you saw it? This whole deliberate thing of trying to wipe out the memory of Kwame Nkrumah, it will not work. I said, when was the last time you saw a 2 Ghana CD note? Now, our own University of Ghana, listen to what our former president said. Play.
Anniversaries inevitably beget memories. And for me, the most poignant of those memories is the inestimable work Dr. JB Danquah did to mobilize the Ghanaian people to insist on the building of this university. It was the inspired visionary leadership of this great scholar and nationalist, who was described in his lifetime as the doyen of Gold Coast politics, that following the setting up of the Elliott Commission, tasked by the colonial government to inquire into the possibility of establishing a university in West Africa, enabled the Ghanaian people to reject the original decision of the British colonial government based on the majority recommendation of the Elliott Commission that a single university be established in Ibadan, in Nigeria, for the whole of the then British West Africa, and got it to agree through a series of passionate interventions in the then Legislative Council, and with the enthusiastic support of the farmers of Ghana, to the creation of a separate university for our country on the basis of his minority recommendation. How felicitous was that decision, and how greatly it has contributed to the growth of modern Ghana. It would be wholly appropriate and not at all far-fetched to describe Joseph Boakai Danquah as the founder of this university, a fact which on the 75th anniversary of his existence should be vividly recalled by all of us who have been and are the beneficiaries of his work. Indeed, in many other jurisdictions where there is less heat in their politics and more attachment to the facts of the historical
Sunrise
record,
on 3FM,
it would not have been
the
out of
best in the
place
morning.
to have this university named after him. Who knows, one day it may well happen.
At one point, our president thought about naming our University of Ghana after his uncle. At one point. Let it be on record that the former president did not build any university in this country when he was president. But he succeeded in renaming many universities that had been built before him. Let it be on record that when he was president, he never built any university. But every university that had been built before he became president, he succeeded in renaming most of the universities. CK Tedam after party people. Yeah. I'm not the one saying it. If you check the university, we know UDS, Nyankpala, we know UDS, Tamale, we know UDS, this, UDS, that. Go and check their names. We changed it. Even our IPS. The IPS, which was IPS then, became UPSA. Do you know they changed the name? But the students still call it UPSA. The signage has remained UPSA. It didn't work. It didn't work. IPS is IPS, UPS is UPSA. It didn't work. Now, I'm saying that record of renaming everything is there. Oh, University of Sustainable Development, blah, 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 blah. What is being done there? What exactly is being done there? When it comes to Ghana's democracy, you can't take Dr. JB Danquah out. But the attempt to want to glorify him over and above everybody will not succeed. Let me leave it here. Please call.